As far as I'm concerned, today is one of the biggest LEGO new release days of the year. It's my most anticipated set of 2025. We are finally getting Batman Arkham Asylum, and it's on the shelves in the LEGO store just down there. Unfortunately, we don't have an exclusive gift with purchase with it, which is a little bit of a shame, but we do get one of the coolest gifts with purchase of the year, the SEGA Mega Drive, SEGA Genesis Controller, which it was one of my first games consoles as a kid, so that one is a pretty cool one for me as well. It will go on my retro gaming LEGO shelf with the likes of the Atari, the NES, of course, the upcoming Game Boy as well, which will be out in just a few weeks' time. I am a little bit late coming down to the LEGO store. There was a little bit of traffic on the way in. I've just walked past. There's no queue outside. It looks like they've still got everything on the shelves, so I don't think there's any fear. There's only that one set releasing today, so I don't think it's going to be super mega busy. And of course, we also have the advantage of the kids are back at school. It is a weekday. I don't think we're going to be getting mega queues or sellouts or anything like that. They don't even have the velvet rope outside. So I'm going to head down there, grab my set, hopefully see one built. But if not, grab it and then we'll get home and have a look at it. And there is your confirmation in the window of the new gift with purchase, the SEGA Genesis Controller on spends of £115 or more. It's called the Genesis Controller, but as you can see from the thing there, because we are in the UK, it does have the Mega Drive control pad SEGA icon rather than the Genesis icon, because of course it was known as the Mega Drive here rather than the Genesis. It doesn't look like we've got an Arkham Asylum built in the window. We've still got Hogsmeade, the Shelby Cobra, the Italian Riviera is up there as well. And then of course they've got the gaming promo going on at the moment, which is what the Mega Drive controller is officially for. They've got this guy back out again, and then lots of Fortnite and Minecraft stuff in the window. They're doing this whole for gamers thing. I don't think there's any, other than the Mega Drive controller, I don't think there's any double points or anything like that for gaming sets. But they do have a LEGO gaming controller make and take taking place on the 20th and the 21st. But let's go and have a rummage inside and fingers crossed, grab my new toy. And there it is. We've got a built one. We've got one safely on the shelves as well. So there's no reason for panic, but there it is built. Celebrating Batman Day, apparently. It's Batman Day, I think. Confirmation it is a LEGO store exclusive at the moment. There's the little ambulance, or it's not an ambulance, is it? It's a prisoner transport truck. And then there is the set itself. It looks very cool. I have no idea how I'm going to incorporate it into the city. See, it's got the connection points on the sides with it being an inverted corner. It's going to be a problem for us to figure out. I've said for a long time I want an inverted corner. And now I'm looking at it, not a clue how we're going to get it in, but that feels like a problem for future Kev. We're going to grab one, take it home and have a play. There it is. There we go, job done. Seems a little bit weird going in there and not doing a full store tour and only buying one thing, but I've done 2 LEGO store videos in the last week. We did the one on launch day on the 1st, we did the one in Disneyland Paris the other day. I haven't got anything else new. I've bought everything new they've got, so there's not really much to show you, other than, of course, once we get home, we'll crack this box open and have a look at these bits and pieces, so I will see you there. Just on the way back to the car, the LEGO display that's normally in there is gone. I don't know if that means we're getting a new LEGO display, or if the days of having a LEGO display there are over. I used to like looking at the LEGO there. On the way back to the car. I'm home. I went to Tim Hortons on the way home, but I am home. Let's have a look at my goodies, shall we? Tim Hortons coffee is the best drive-through coffee, and I won't have anybody say differently. So first things first, we do have it's actually got Sonic the Hedgehog branding on it, which is interesting. I guess the image on the back of the controller is Sonic the Hedgehog, but it is officially branded as the SEGA Genesis Controller, which is set number 40769, 260 pieces, which is not at all shabby for a gift with purchase, and it does look very cool. I was so excited when I was buying the Batman set that I didn't film this built in store, even though they always have the built gifts with purchase, but it's only occurring to me now that I had the option to do that. We obviously did see the picture of it in the window, and in fact there's the confirmation on the back of the box that you do have the option to have your controller set up the American way with Genesis, or the British way with Sega and Mega Drive on there. I don't know. I'm saying US and British because they're the only ones where I know for sure what this was called. I assume there were other parts of the world where it was called a Mega Drive. Let me know, based on where you are in the world. Is this a Genesis controller or a Mega Drive controller? But it was the second console I ever had. I had an NES, which I already have in Lego form. I had a Game Boy, which I'll be getting in Lego form very, very soon. But then the second home console I got was the Mega Drive, with Sonic the Hedgehog as well. So it's very cool that that's the game that's featured on it. I mean, what other game could they possibly feature? It was always going to be Sonic the Hedgehog. So if they're continuing to make Lego sets based on the consoles that I owned, and it certainly seems that's the theory they're working to, expect the next games console they make to be, what would be next? N64? An N64 controller would be such a cool Lego set as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to my N64 controller when that inevitably happens. And then we've got this enormous thing in a ready-to-ship box. And these ready-to-ship boxes are absolutely wasted on me, but they have them ready in there behind the counter. So rather than messing up their shelf display, I just said, could I have one of those, please? And pointed behind the counter. Now, at no point did I say the words Batman or did they say the words Batman. I'm assuming this is Arkham Asylum. Imagine if this is something else and I've just been like, I'll have one of those, please, assuming the ready-to-ship boxes behind the counter were Arkham Asylum. I'll be heartbroken. I'm an hour away from the store and I would have to go back because I want it so bad. But let's try and open it up and check that it is the right set. It is. Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. And by the way, according to the website, it also has double points on for Batman Day, which I'm not sure that I got in store. There was certainly the Batman Day sign that was on it on the shelf, but there was no mention at the till of double points. And I've checked my Insiders account and I got something like, I'll tell you the exact amount of points I got. I got 2,160 points for it, which is that double points or single? I feel like that's single points for a £270 set. So I think I only got single points and not double points. There was no sign that I remember. I will be checking back on the footage, but I don't remember there being a sign saying there was double points in store. But like I say, there is double points on this set on the website. So I have put a ticket through on Lego customer service to say, I bought it in store and I don't think I got double points, but it looks like it is double points according to the website. So I might be getting some more points coming, or it might be that it's online only. As and when I get a response, I'll leave a pinned comment down below so you can see if you are supposed to be getting double points or not. I mean, the easy way to get around the problem is if you are looking to pick one up yourself, do so using our affiliate link, blockpartyuk.shop. That takes you through to the normal Lego store and you will get your double points and your gift with purchase that way. So that's probably your safest bet, but look at it. It is so cool. We obviously saw it built in store. It does look spectacular. I mentioned slight concerns about actually using it as an inverted corner the way it's intended to, because the sides aren't entirely flat. There's texture. There's bricks sticking out beyond the base plate. There's obviously the minifigs coming out beyond the base plate on both sides. You've got these like these fence rail details. You've got the plant details. So I'm not sure how flat it's going to sit as a corner piece. And obviously as well, it's not like you just have a row of modulars this way and then a row of modulars this way and this goes in the corner, because it would be completely hidden. So you kind of need to have it so that the other modular is like halfway back on each side. So it's going to be an awkward fit. I think it's going to be quite an interesting experience trying to integrate it within the city. And I feel like we might end up having it a little outside the city as like a separate thing, kind of like what we've done with the X-Mansion and the Haunted House and some of the other stuff that is cool and big, but doesn't quite fit into modulars sitting in a row, which is what a large part of most Lego cities are. Obviously, we all also know that the minifigure assortment on this set is very, very cool. There's been a lot of people online moaning about the fact that so many of them are in prison costumes. I absolutely don't mind that. These are all minifigures that I probably already have scattered throughout the city. Like I've got multiple Harley Quinns Do we have a Joker? You told me there's no Joker. Wow, there's no Joker. Oh, no, there is a Joker. He's over there. I was going to say, imagine not having Joker. But yeah, I've got multiple Jokers. So the idea of having a new one in a different outfit, I don't mind at all. And obviously we have got some guys in their normal costumes as well. A couple of security guards. Would have liked maybe a couple more security guards just so that we could have a little bit more of a fairer fight. But it's also cool to get some of the characters you don't typically get, the likes of Batwing. You don't often, or I don't often see a Robin or a Batwoman within a normal Batman set either. So I think it's quite cool, the assortment of minifigures that we've got. And I'm just really looking forward to getting it built. I've joked multiple times ever since this was first rumoured that I'll have it built and in the city by tea time on launch day. I don't think it will be in the city by the time you see this video because quite apart from anything else, I need to put together a meals plate and get it sorted first of all. But I think there probably will be a video before the end of the week of me showing you this fully built and being placed into the Lego City because I can't wait. I just think it looks absolutely fantastic. Let me know down in the comments if you've picked one up as well, what your thoughts on this set are. Is it one that you had to get on launch day like I had to, or are you maybe saving yourself a discount on this? Although I guess double points on launch day is pretty tempting in and of itself, but you might be saving yourself for the Black Pearl that's coming out in a couple of days. Willy Wonka is coming out early next week. I do expect to be going to the Lego store for both of those. I don't expect to be buying either of those unless we get like 300,000 views on this video and I suddenly come into some money off the back of it. I think this is probably it for Lego spending for me for this month, and we'll start looking ahead to October. And obviously there's some pretty expensive bits coming out in October, not to mention the fact that we've got another Bricklink designer program hitting then as well. And then of course it's Christmas and so much. It's relentless. It never stops. But if I could have only got one more Lego set this year, it would have been this one. So I'm delighted to have it. Can't wait to build it. And we'll obviously show you it when it is done. But if you have enjoyed this slightly shorter than normal Lego shopping video, I mean, by all means, let me know if you wanted to see another full-on Lego store tour. But like I said, when I was, I think, on the escalator, you've already seen it a week ago in that same store. And even more recently than that in a different store that has all the same stock. So it seems silly to do that. Again, I think on Friday, for the Black Pearl, I might go over to Birmingham because the main store in Birmingham is likely to have a built version of the Black Pearl for us to have a look at. But then I can head over to the Discovery Centre, which has slightly different stock and slightly different bits and bobs in. So we could perhaps do both of those stores on Friday. But yeah, let me know what you think. And if you have enjoyed this video, please leave a nice big thumbs up on it for me. Subscribe to the channel for loads more Lego content. And thank you very much for watching.